I also saw another article that Daniel Craig is not going to be in the new DC Studios war movie Sergeant Rock, which I think I had heard news about that a while ago. And I have to say I'm not surprised that he's not going to be in the movie. I do know because I believe it is Luca.
Guadagnino.
Yeah, Guadagnino, who is attached
Guadagnino.
Guadagnino, who's attached to direct the movie, and he also directed Queer, which I feel like it was a really good movie. I liked Queer. I thought it was very emotional and like resonant. Like it felt like a Luca Guadagnino movie. So but it didn't do well at the box office. It didn't get a lot of attention in award season.
No.
And a lot of people were speculating why he dropped out. And my opinion is that Daniel Craig was looking at Luca as if he's going to be like his creative partner in a way. Because Jordan
Yeah.
Peele has Daniel Kaluuya. And
Hmm.
Ryan Coogler has Michael B. Jordan. So Daniel Craig is looking for that in Luca. And he did not
Yeah.
find that success. So I feel like that's why he dropped out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or maybe he like. I'm sure there's very appealing reasons for actors to enter these big franchises, like this. Like you said, this is a DC movie,
Hmm.
and maybe he reconsidered for some reason. I don't really know. Honestly, I just opened the article that you sent me like just now, and like I didn't know until you started talking about it. This was gonna be a Luca Guadagnino movie. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Luca
Yeah.
Guadagnino is making a DC movie. That's
Yeah.
insane. I mean, that's really cool, but
Hmm.
yeah, that was definitely news to me. So I don't know why Daniel Craig's dropping out. Does he have? You mentioned like the Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, and like the director actor pairings. Does he have that in Ryan Johnson with a Knives Out series? Do you think, or does that not solidify until he makes a non-Knives Out movie with Ryan
I
Johnson?
think it takes a non-Knives Out movie
Yeah,
because there are plenty
yeah,
of
you're
times
probably
where,
right.
like, you attach a director to a franchise, they stick with that franchise for the most part. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
Knives Out is kind of like unique in a way where it's a mystery franchise. It's been doing well so far, and I feel like Daniel Craig, obviously, he has like a strong, creative relationship with Ryan Johnson, but he's also like the cornerstone of those movies,
Mhm.
so they have to
Yeah,
have that good relationship. You know?
yeah, yeah. Plus, I think the next Knives Out movie will be the last one in the deal that Netflix and Ryan Johnson made. So, like, whether or not there's going to be a Knives Out 4, I think remains
Hmm.
to be seen. And
Yeah.
so, that relationship could be done soon, for all we know.
Yes. I am holding my breath on Knives Out 3 because, I feel like I feel this way about a lot of sequels where like it starts off really good and then the sequel is really great and then the third one you're like, please just keep that same magic. Don't let
Yeah.
anything go wrong.
Did you like Glass Onion as much as Knives Out?
I think did I like Glass Onion as much as Knives Out? I did like Glass
I
Onion a little.
didn't.
You didn't?
Yeah. No. I mean, I liked them both. I liked them both a
Yeah.
lot. Just like Knives Out, just like a freaking all-timer lightning in a bottle thing. And Glass Onion is
Yes.
good. And I'm certainly excited for the third movie. But like, I wonder if there's diminishing returns. But I hope not. I hope it's great. We'll see.
Hmm. I think that Glass Onion was good. I enjoyed Glass Onion. I definitely enjoyed the twist in the film, especially that. Um, would I say that Knives Out is better? Yeah, I would say Knives Out is better, but I don't like Glass
Yeah.
Onion any less. It's just that, like you said, it's
Yeah.
lightning in a bottle. That first
Sure.
one, you hit the ground running, you keep that momentum
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was surprised that Luca Guadagnino was, I guess, attached to a DC film, to direct a DC
Yeah.
film. But I think that I just forgot his name. Oh my gosh, the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy,
James Gunn.
James Gunn. Yes. God, why did I forget his name? I think that James Gunn, it's clear that he has a vision for the DC universe, and
Yeah.
was starting with like obviously like Superman and all the other films he has planned. It's clear that he's trying to pick directors that have their own, style, and he wants to bring
Mhm.
that into the universe. I think that's great. And it's kind of got he's kind of going to let them do their own thing. Like, this is what you want to do. This is your movie. Like, I'm just there in the process, which is good because you don't need
Right.
too many cooks in the kitchen. Because
Sure.
it's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't need another multiverse of
Yeah.
madness, whatever that movie was.
And I know that Marvel kind of, for a time, definitely just like handed the keys to lesser franchises to like exciting directors, like Guardians, for example. That James
Yeah.
Gunn is not like an obvious choice for that kind of
Hmm.
thing, but He did great, and like same with like Ryan Coogler and Black Panther, and they tried to give Ant-Man to Edgar Wright, but he eventually dropped out. But like there was a time when they were like trying to find exciting directors to make these for them, and then I think in more recent Marvel movies they've really moved away from that, and it's kind of just like a machine cranking stuff out, and like there's less vision on screen, I guess, and more, corporate franchise planning. Yeah. And so I guess I'm glad that James Gunn, at least for now, seems to be in the former state where he's, finding interesting people who have a take and who are gonna hopefully make something cool for us.
Yeah, and I do know that Sergeant Rock is a film where they've been trying to cast somebody in it for a while. I think that Bruce Willis was once attached to be in that movie like a while ago. So this is just something where they're like, hey, DC is up and running again. This movie we've been trying to get made for a while. Like, let's see what's shaking, Yeah. It's not unlikely that they'll find somebody else to fill that role.
No, they'll find something great, I'm sure. Yeah. Especially with Luca Guadagnino.
Oh, absolutely, because he's had a lot of successes. I mean, just because Queer didn't do well in theaters or didn't have like awards recognition, it doesn't take away from his talent in any sense of the.
I mean, I thought Challengers was one of the best movies this year.
Yeah,
like I absolutely love Challengers, and I thought Call Me by Your Name was like one of the best movies of that decade. So like, Luca Guadagnino is like one of the great working filmmakers right now. So I'm sure anything he makes will be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I may have been the only person who wasn't a huge fan of Call Me by Your Name. I really.
No, go ahead.
I really wanted to like it because when it came out, everyone was raving about it. Everybody loved it. Everybody was talking about it. And maybe it's because I don't like slow films. I'm trying to get around to it. But I was watching the movie and I was just like, I'm waiting for something to happen. Like, I need to see what everyone else is seeing. Yeah.
I think I kind of agree with you in that, like, when that came out, I knew people who had, like, a religious experience watching Call Me by Your Name. And I didn't have that, but I still think it's, like, a pretty incredible movie. And especially watching it, like, a second and third time, like, it's incredibly well-made movie. Like, the talent of the director is, like, really, really clear. Like, that's a really, really well-made movie. So, again, so I may not have, like, liked as much as other people did, but I still thought it was pretty incredible.
Yeah. I liked it too. I think maybe it's because, I don't know, I've seen a lot of queer films before and I was just like, oh, this is good. It's like queer art house, he's giving cinematography.
Yeah, exactly.
He's giving us, he's giving us a breathing room. That's nice.
He's giving us Sufjan Stevens. That soundtrack is amazing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I re-listened to a lot of those songs, like Mystery of Love.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.